Hello there, this is Pharoyar. Good morning, good evening, or good night. This is my first test of Ardent. I just bought it. I just changed it into the 007 Lotus Spirit lookalike. And I've been moving around with the car for all the people that bought it and were very worried that the machine's gun didn't work in the beginning. When you first buy it, you need to call it again. That's why that now the machine works. Okay, let's go to the garage of the movie cars. Introducing the Lotus Spirit. By the way, all the cars I have, even if they on the movie do not have a spoiler, I had to put spoilers because the car improves their capability, their stability, if you have a spoiler. So this is my movie garage. I'm going to start with the car from Bullet, from Stephen McQueen's Bullet. I have two cars from Stephen McQueen's movies. This one is from Bullet, and this one is from Le Mans, another movie by Stephen McQueen. In here we have the first car I found from 007. As you can see, it comes right as it is. I just changed it a little and improved the suspension, motors. I do that in all my cars. Now we have the Lotus Spirit, the submergible car that just came from the new DLC, gun running. The car is called Ardent. Now I'm going to show you another car from 007 Solar something. I don't remember the name of the movie. The car is called Massagro, which is an Aston Martin, as you can see. Yesterday I was seeing a movie, and then it came to me a very interesting thing. In the movie Beverly Hills Cop, but with Eddie Murphy, the car he was driving was very similar to this stallion, and I thought it would be interesting to create a car from it. Things that sometimes we only remember when you're looking at the movie. Now, let's go to the timeline. Another 80s movie, The Bandit. I couldn't find a car that had an eagle on the hood, so I made this. With the same car, which is the Phoenix. Okay, this is the Bandit, right? Now, with the same car, which is the Phoenix, I made the Interceptor from Mad Max. I love this style. It's outstanding. Okay. I don't think I need to show you this car, which is the Team A-Team with B.A. Baracus and all their... Now, Green Hornet. There's two cars you can do the Green Hornet. I made it with the banana. We have the Virgo. I think it's Virgo that it's called. And I'm the idea is to use black color. You paint it black, and then you change the black into pearlescent green, something like that. By the way, my native language is Portuguese, so my English might be a little strange. Now we have Jack Breacher. Jack Breacher? I think it's Breacher from Tom Cruise movie. The movie where Tom Cruise uses a lot of KC defense system. And in here we have the driver with the rock. Saw this movie yesterday on Hollywood, and I just reminded it'd be nice to have a car like this. Both cars are the same, as you can see. Now we have the Triple X from Vin Diesel with the Buccaneer. And going up for the next section of the garage. Now most people might like this one better because it's the Need for Speed. Need for Speed 1. I tried to create the car that looks like an S2000. On the end of the game they raced the S2000 against the Volkswagen Jetta, and I thought this would be very similar. I have another one down there. Now, to try to look like a Supra, I got the Banshee. The orange Supra. I love this sound. Continuing with the first Need for Speed, as you can see, the Dukes, Dodge Charger. Everyone knows this one. The Skyline, made from the Alleged. Another S2000. This one was from S2000 from Suzuki. Again with the Surano. Fast and Furious. And to end this video, we come to the first car from Fast and Furious 5 or 6, where they're entering the favela in Brazil with a Skyline from the first generation. Okay, I hope you liked it. Please press like or do some comments if you think there's other ideas. I'm going to do the video of the series. Hi there, thank you for coming. Now, this is my garage from series that I liked as a kid and tried to rebuild cars that look like it. My first one would be this, trying to make a movie car, as you can see, and this movie car isn't a movie, is the series from Automan, which had a car like this one. I tried to do as best as I could, although we can't really recreate that kind of effect in this movie. After Automan, I reminded myself that there was something called Starsky and Hutch. And I think this is the best looking car to look like the car I'm trying to reproduce. Now, Miami Vice. Cheetah Classic. The best looking Ferrari we can find in this game. The Knight Rider. There's two Knight Riders, as you can see. This is the Ruiner, Knight Rider 1 from my childhood, and now the actual, the present, is this one. Oh. In here we can find a car that is having a lot of trouble with the Hazzard flag on top. Some people are against this kind of flag. This is not the Hazzard, it's the British Jack. I didn't put the American flag. I put some flag that was close enough to the Hazzard. Lately there's been lots of talks about the meaning of that flag. Therefore, people are trying to take that flag from the car. Although in the 80s there was no problem of having that flag on that car. The problem is the present that people are trying to take things about. Now, you might look at this car and say, what is the heck you trying to do? Some people from my time might look at this and remember the Ghostbusters. At least I did, I do, and most of people I show this say the same thing. This really looks like the Ghostbusters van. Sadly, there's no way I can have the siren look-alike. Now we have the Scooby-Doo, which is extremely easy to recreate this. Now, most people might not know this unless you have my age. And this is the car look-alike from ZZ Top music clips. It's just extremely nice and interesting to see. Now we go to the cartoons. In this cartoon, you might not know, or you might know, it's the Initial D, a Japanese series, in which the hero had a Toyota Corolla twin cam 16 valve, and this was the car that reminded me of it. Near the end, there was a part of the series where they changed the car from a 1.6 to a 2.0 20 valve Suzuki motor, I think, and I tried to make the second series, the second version of the Toyota Corolla, into something more TRD like. TRD was the Toyota Racing department from my time. Now, and this is another car from Initial D. One of the adversaries that the Toyota Corolla had, the Skyline. And to finish, another car from Initial D, the S2000, with another Surano. All the S2000s I tried to create are Suranos. And now we go up to the next level of this cartoon series garage, and let's see if you can see who this is. I got a lot of kids that have a passion with this car from the movie Cars, and they all say, "Oh, it's like Lightning McQueen." At least I tried to do it with the best. There's other guys that use Banshee, there's other guys that use Spider or Sprinter, something like that. I had to use the Monroe. I think it's the best looking car to make Stephen McQueen, Lightning McQueen. In here we have his girlfriend. The version I made the custom because I like this Comet Retro much more than the Comet from this game, and because there's no spoiler like on the version from GTA. So I prefer to make it like this. People will not like it. It's not as look-alike as you can. Now you have the Hudson, Dr. Hudson. Um, Obviously, these fans should not be here, but this is the only car that you can recreate ish the fabulous Hudson Hornet. Okay, we have the Plymouth, 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 um, Firebird. I think it's some kind of bird. Now the bad guy from the movie Cars. I don't remember the name. I really don't care. It's just someday I was run over by this car, exactly this car, and the lady started screaming, and I look at this grill and I thought this looks like the nose, the mustache from the guy from the movie Cars. I got the car, I put it on the garage, I painted it, and this is my version of it. Now, two cars that are the same. Outside I'm having lots of oh, two bounties. I gotta get going to work. Gotta get back to work. Okay, this is Transformer 1, the first version of Bumblebee, at least at my eyes, with the nightshade. And then Bumblebee saw this a new version and transformed into this one, another Dominator. The good thing from these cars is that they're free. You can rob them on the streets and it's done. Other cars are not so easy. For example, this one you have to buy. That one, those two you have to buy. Down there you might find some other cars that you really have to buy. Okay, I'm going to change into my last garage. It's not about movies, it's just about sounds and perfection. I just love the cars. See you soon. Hi there, people. Good morning, good evening, and good night. Today I'm coming here to show you the garage I have presently with my fun cars. In all my garages I have a beast like this one. It's my backup plan, it's my protector in many missions and in many bounties I go hunting. And this is a car that you can find everywhere. By the way, the Dukes of Death, it's free for me because I came from PS3 with this game, and now I came back on PS4, and there was some cars that they give us free. I'll show you soon other cars that are free too. Now, this is a car, I just like it, I don't know why. It's the Datsun 1.2. I think this one is, yes, this one is the Datsun 1.2. You have the technical, that is that Toyota Corolla 1.2. Now, I don't know what this is. It reminds me of a Honda Civic first generation, but I don't know. It's really fun to go around messing up with bounties with a car like this. People really get upset with that car, at least. Now we start with the real garage. This one is the first one. I saw the other day that the Dominator Peacewasser uh, was the fastest muscle car from GTA. I tried it, and really, it's this is the reason I have it. It has a great sound. It's great to drive. Not very easy, but you get used to it, and it's fast, and I like it. In here, we have the Lancia Stratus. In here, it's called Tropos, and the nice part is that Stronzo means stupid in Italian, so I thought it was nice. In here we have, to me, this looks like the first generation of the Audi Quattro, and very similar with this back, this behind, and this front hand. It really looks like the Fiat 131. In my case, I'm from the 70s, so I know these kind of things from living them. The Fiat 131 was one of the Fiats that won the rally in Portugal. Now we have the Toyota Corolla. I had a Toyota Corolla. I have a Toyota Corolla, and it's always on my heart. It was one of the first cars my dad bought, and he kept it. We kept it all these years. It's not white, but it's close enough to the thing we have here. I just love it. Another thing I have, it's the Datsun 1.6. The Datsun 3S. Super Sedan, something like that. It's 3S. 3S is the name of it. This one, I don't know why. I just like it, and it reminds me of the movie The Incredibles. I don't know why. This doesn't exist on the movie, but when I look at it, I think it would be perfect for Mr. Incredible. Now, this is just for fun. I had one. A friend of mine showed me how to get this car. You need to have this car to go to a place where you find other cars like this one. It's crazy, but it's just for fun. And now we go to the singing department. This department is the place where the singers are. And why, you ask me, why are you calling this singers? Just listen. Need I say more? Again, another singer. The blade. And we continue with our singers. Going up and going louder. They do not drive very well, most of these cars, especially these two. They do not drive, they do not brake. They do not drive, they do not brake, but they sound great. Another one, which drives really well. This one I like to drive a lot. This is my all people in. With this one I can take up to 6 guys from my team. That's why I have it in last. Easy to remember where they are. And so this is my other garage. The rest of my garages are concentrated on combat, on driving with style, with convertible cars and stuff. So these are the cars that barely get out of the garage. Okay, thank you for having with me, having me, having this moment with me, and see you soon.